Well. Welcome. Will we unban Stylo in his own map? This is Test of Faith, the map that Stylo created. He's playing hard with all of the options on.
I await your command.
Looks like he's going for human.
I come to cleanse this
choosing
land.
knight and priest as part of his army customization. You have some mana with the pillar to choose a unit or two as well as researchers.
Locked and loaded.
He's getting a knight, priest and rifle, and then the priest adept training. Okay, so getting a bit of an all-rounder here. He's chosen the Baron's tile set. So normally I always go for the green Ashen Veil, but the Baron's one looks quite good as well. It's quite bright, so you can see a bit more clearly, at least in the daytime. So the reason why Stylo got banned was because Bedito insulted his honor, and Stylo challenged him to a best of 3 1 versus 1 series. And if you haven't seen that, then go watch that for some context, because I'm about to give a spoiler as to the result. Although it's really obvious, because otherwise why is he even in this game, right? So yeah, obviously Stylo lost. So he now has to get unbanned. And Bedito wanted to be a bit of a gentleman about it, which is odd with Bedito. But he said, no, you can unban him after 3 days. But then I thought, well, if I put that video up of them having the fight, people are going to expect some sort of unbanned series. They're not going to be happy. This is interesting. You do get to choose. Good. Okay. So it shows us the options, because we're viewing this as a referee, not as a viewer. If you're in the viewer slot, then you get to choose the rewards, or you can opt out of it. But we don't want to influence what it is that he's choosing. He has to find his own way through this. Just attacking everything hard. I would take down the Necromancer personally, but yeah, he's got the right idea. Rifleman versus Necromancer for good damage. So the challenge is set. I asked my Twitch chat, twitch.tv/witty, in case you're curious. Come on over, say hi. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can also subscribe for free. Oh my, what? Get out of it! Oh, this is so rigged! Is this a... Did you create a different version of this map? He turned the stream off so he can't actually answer me. He gets a freaking Royal Guard on day 3. Are you kidding me? I couldn't get this thing even if I tried, and I've lasted for like over 12 weeks before. This has got to be rigged. It's got to be rigged. Surely. How do you explain that? I know he's going to say that you can potentially get it from like a knight or a mountain giant, but maybe I'm just that unlucky. This is a demonstration of how lucky I am in comparison to other players. Look at the range on this sea elemental. It's 600. It's not even like a crappy 300 or 400. So yeah, Twitch chat decided after a poll that he has to reach week 7 day 1. So it was going to be between week 5 day 1, week 6 day 1, or week 7 day 1. But I had no idea he's going to get a Naga Royal Guard, so I'm glad you picked week 7 day 1. It can still be quite tough to get to that point, but damn, a Naga Royal Guard? What the heck is this nonsense? What is this all about? He picked all of the modes. I sometimes skip one of the modes, so I wonder if it's the mode that causes that to happen then. No, I'm not thinking that week 7 day 1 is too much. I'm thinking it's too easy now. Look at the size of this thing. It's a freaking 1300 health, 55 chaos damage, 5 armor at 0 upgrades. And it's got water elementals that it can spawn, which do good damage and 600 range, and they're tanky. It's absolutely bonkers. This one unit. On day 3. I'm going to be absolutely... If I play this game again and I don't get a Naga Royal Guard the next time I play this, I am going to be livid. Chooses the Priest Master training, so now he's got Inner Fire for the Royal Guard. Yeah, this is basically like developers when they create cheat codes. For their games, for testing. Oh, but mana burn. Yeah, take that. That's one less water mental almost. Damage. He's got bash, isn't it? It's a default. So the Naga Royal Guard gets like Crushing Wave, which is an AoE ability. I think it can also hit air units, I'm not 100% sure. Water Elementals, which are summons, as you've seen. And bash. So he goes with the food supply, which I would always try to take. Oh, the Sea Elemental passive is a bash as well. Yeah, the Sea Elemental is different to a Water Elemental. It's like bash. I think it's got longer range. Not 100% sure on that, but certainly is better damage, higher armor, I think. But the bash is definitely different. Can't believe he got this. He declined the challenge, so I'm not sure what the challenge was, or whether he intended to decline it. So he's gone for the level 7 Defiant Guardian. So you can see the restore charges. They're gone to 0 now, and he's got a Tusker Chieftain, which is good. He's got Command Aura, pretty fast attack. Sea Elemental keeps him busy on the right hand side. Spend no more than 600 mana. That's not too hard to do. It's like 125 mana, I think, for a Sea Elemental. We can get another Priest. But that's going to put him over the food cap. Oh no. Now he's at the food cap, because he took the Priest. Master Priest.
The player's forces are under attack.
Comes with full mana as well. I'm surprised you didn't take the Sundering Blades. No. Sundering Blades. I feel like that's a Naga upgrade, but it doesn't... It's not mentioned here. He's got Coral Blades and Coral Scales. No, Sundering Blades is for Knight. Ah. It was that new one upgraded for Knight to allow it to do more damage to medium armor. Yeah. Look at the size of the weapon as well. I never knew which one was better though. You have the Naga Myrmidon, which has like the trident, and you have this guy with this spiky weapon. But I think the trident looks more badass. So I feel like the weapon should be swapped on the Naga Royal Guard. It's got Orb of Lightning. Free Neil on the rifles. When did that happen? Yikes. Being busy with his research. He's getting all the research for human as well. None of this like Night Elf research nonsense. Would you like to research cannibalize? Cannibalize is a good research, but not if you've not got any undead units. Food supply seems like a no-brainer. He's enabled all the modes, yeah. Oh yeah, I think Naga Royal Guard might have resistant skin as well. In fact, I'm pretty sure about it because I don't think you can try it. I'm not 100% sure on that. Ah, he's got to fight first as a Myrmidon there. So you can see the... Oh no, he doesn't even have a trident. Well, he kind of has a trident, doesn't he? It's like a sword trident. He uses it like a sword, but it's actually got like this kind of trident look to it. It's actually quite cool, actually. I think that's better. The sword looks cooler. Just needs to be even bigger if it's on the Naga Royal Guard. I was wondering if he was going to go with the flying machines. He actually does. They got 3-0 damage. This Inferno looks pathetic in comparison to the Naga Royal Guard now. Technically the Inferno should win versus a Royal Guard. If the Royal Guard doesn't use ability. Because it's got a fast attack, the Infernal. It's pretty nifty. Sea Giant Anchor Maze is still best. The Sea Giant Anchor. Ah, right. Yeah, well, I'm not so sure. It is good. But we're talking exclusively about the Naga.
The player's forces are under attack.
Look at the detail on those faces. Pendant of Energy. Oh my goodness. An extra 100 mana.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
This rifle's doing tons of damage, like 50 damage per hit. No chance for the cow. We didn't put any conditions, so I don't think we can change the rules. I've been known to do that, and it's not... People tend to get upset with me when I do that. Even though you'd probably be crying for it right now. You'd be like, ah, we should be able to increase the amount of weeks he has to survive now, and all that kind of stuff. He could still lose, though, potentially. But he's certainly had a good run so far. No, it wouldn't be fair for me to change the rules now. We didn't put a disclaimer because we didn't expect this. I did not expect that. Even the footman deals with the archer on the outskirts. Did not expect it. I like the colour yellow. Ooh. Gloves of Haste. It's pretty good. Pretty basic, but certainly can make some use of it. Yeah, I mean, who could have known that he was... Oh, there's the Frostbolt. They also have Frostbolt, which is a Stormbolt stun, basically. It's even got the Stormbolt icon, which I'm not sure if that's a Blizzard mistake or not. It can't. It must be a Stylo mistake, because it shouldn't show Stormbolt. Even though it is basically the same spell. Dragonhawk Rider. Ooh. Oh, you could get the Infernal Machine. I tell you, that would almost be worth it. Even though Naga Royal Guard is so OP. The Infernal Machine, you can have like 3 Infernals at the same time. I think the Infernal Machine is like possibly the best, aside from Queen of Suffering. Like if you could have Infernal Machine and Queen of Suffering, or double Queen of Suffering, I don't think. It's a Blizzard mistake on both Frost and Stormbolt of the creep, tier 2 creep variant. It says High Phaser, because originally they were only made for the campaign. Oh, okay, so you wouldn't see it because you would never control a Naga Royal Guard yourself. You'd only ever fight against it. So he's on week 3, day 5. Is he choosing human units only as part of the week end of week reward, or is he just constantly getting nothing but human units? Maybe that's, I need to pick that race optimization option.
A player's forces are under
Because
attack.
that must have been what he's done. I normally skip that one. But it seems like it makes it way easier to focus on one particular race. See you later, Chimera. Just the status effect icon would show up as Stormbolt, not the spell on the caster itself. Yeah, and even then, no, it would still show though. You could see it on your own unit. And that wouldn't be correct, would it? Blizzard are going to have to remake the game now because of that. You could get 3 more flying machines. That would be 6 flying machines. It would put him over the food cap, but that would be pretty sick. If you get like a if you get enough flying machines, yeah, you could handle pretty much any air. Apart from mobs that have like AoE damage. You smell foul play. He gets the upgrades for the unit he needs. Gets Royal Guard, Orb of Lightning. Yeah, he's got that. It's certainly suspicious, I'll give you that. But he has picked an option that I don't normally pick, so that could have the greatest difference. If you have any suggestions, contact me at emstylo@gmail.com. Yeah, how about not rigging your map to benefit the person who created it? There's a suggestion. It's repairing the pillar. Barely even needs it.
A player's forces are
On
under
your own
attack.
unit it would show correctly, which is what you meant. Oh, okay, fair enough. Why don't they just make the icon for it though? It's not that big a deal. Can you give the pendant to the other priest and have infinity 100 mana? No, it doesn't quite work like that. Because then this guy loses 100 mana if he passes the 100 mana over to that. He doesn't get to keep the mana that the pendant gives. It's another priest. Goes for defend. I would totally take the priest, to be honest. But screw it. It's an interesting tactic to use the footman to defend. It's okay for like the earlier rounds where there's not too many mobs. But that footman would just get crushed later on, even with defend, versus enough mobs. You guess they don't use the spell icon directly because originally and in customs a single spell could apply multiple status effects. I didn't know that, but then I don't know that. Naga Royal Guard needs some healing. Oh, look at that. After he upgraded the footman, he's got an option to pick the footman now. Yeah, there's some sort of riggery going on here. Ring of Regeneration is sick. I would definitely take that one though. Guess with the mass on Holy Frenzy. He's just messing around now at this point. I would totally take the Ring of Regen though. I can't tell you, Brown. I can't tell you. But it'll be a single player game. What comes next after this? For the king! Long rifles. A knight. Room braces. Just get another knight. And then convert the knight into... Oh, look at that. Random force just gives him abomination. That's all. Just casually get Don't worry about it. Could have got like some crappy level 2 centaur or something. But, you know. This is really rigged. I sound salty because I've played this map plenty of times and he's had more luck in 3 days, let alone 4 weeks, than I've probably had in a multitude of probably like 50 weeks combined over the last few tester faiths. So you should be grateful on how far and how well I do on Test of Faith, considering how lucky you're seeing him get. I felt like this guy almost picked up the icon there. The Periapt. Oh, he's got a full heal. He uses the restore charges. I guess the Naga Royal Guard is okay again. Get that Abomination there. Thank you. He'll get cannibalized next for the Abomination. Yeah, Human Priest can heal the Abomination. You just can't heal it with Holy Light. Oh, Potion of Greater Mana. Flat Cannons, though, is fair enough, considering he's still got 3 of these. And it's a permanent buff.
A player's forces are under attack.
He hasn't shown us a Crushing Wave yet, has he? Using the stun to try to stop the Tauren doing some pulverized damage. Ooh. Do I like Survival Chaos? Yes and no. I like the look of it. I like the premise of it. I hate the way it plays though. It's far too RNG, and free for all aspects are never favorites of mine. And when you lose a building, there's like almost no way to come back. It's kind of depressing. It's too much of a permanent scar. How do you even rig this map? You make it. He likes these big old buffs. So that's some stutter step micro on the Naga Royal Guard there. The Abomination cheered as he escaped from the belly of the beast. It's ironic because the Abomination can kind of do a similar thing, at least in Heroes of the Storm. Do not increase food supply. Well, that's not a problem for you, is it?
Forces are under attack.
What did he just do? Are you... What? What? If you step outside of the boundaries, you'll get killed if you don't move back very quickly. He's declined the challenge, whatever that was. I'm gonna have to ask him when this is over. He probably doesn't even want to answer. Gets another priest though. He's got a load of priests. That's actually pretty strong. If you could get like a Brilliance or something. Feels too rigged with the Royal Guard. He sacrificed the Royal Guard delivery. Alright, yeah, nah. I mean, you're feeling a bit guilty by the time you got to week 5, did you? You just casually get to week 5 and go, you know what? Alright, I think it probably is a bit unfair at this point. Didn't sort of realise that after like day 4 or day 5. You don't think he's telling the truth, you think he accidentally killed him, do you? is possible, but it seems hard. It seems like a stretch to somehow go over there. It's not like it's a witch doctor or something, and he's going to place a sentry ward. I was almost wondering if he was going to go with the random unit for a knight. There's the scroll. It's pretty good. It does take 45 seconds though, and you can't really benefit from it properly. Because the way it works is if you use any consumable that does healing or damage over time, specifically healing really in this case, because that's the only way you're going to use it. If you use it before or at the end of the level, it will get interrupted when you get the options to choose what you're going to pick next. So you have to basically use it at the start of the fight. So you're really going to get realistically about 10 to 15 seconds. Maybe more if you can keep the units out of combat. Or from being hit. Ring of Regeneration. For those that don't know, Ring of Regeneration is 2 health per second. It's not a massive amount, but it's good. I think that's why the Ancient Hydra is so good, because I think the Ancient Hydra has something stupid like 12 health per second regen. So it's effectively like it's wearing 6 rings of regen.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Abomination's really creepy, the way his eye sort of gets bigger and smaller in the portrait.
Behind!
Now he's really mixing it up. He's bringing on the Faceless One, Deathbringer. I think we've got a bit of an old god enthusiast. So he's sacrificed everyone for the old gods. It's the sort of thing a Faceless One would do. For favour with N'Zoth. It's a casual grunt for some reason. Goes with the Sork. The Sork is really good. Thing is, she uses up so much mana because she spams slow. So you will lose all of her mana after just a couple of days of fighting.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh wow, it was a call. It's pretty beefy. Ancient Hydra has 25 health per second. Is it? 25? Yikes. That's way more than I thought it was. That's crazy strong. There's Naga Myrmidon. What happened to the flight? Oh no, they got sacrificed. Little spider with the potion of greater healing. It's tempting to use it. Oh. Did you pass it over, or does it just pass on to the next mob if the unit gets unsummoned? Because it's a summon unit, that one. Deep Lord Revenant's really cool. I think he's got like Crushing Wave as well. Yeah, there it is. I think he can summon Wars and Mentals. I'm not 100% sure. But if he can, he's a very good dude. He's basically like a Naga Royal Guard, but on crack, in a way. Ancient Hydra. Accept the cookies. 1600 health. 25 health per second. 600 mana. 1.5 mana per second. It's got Devour, Slow Poison, War Stomp. It's just a badass, isn't it, really? Faceless one is getting a bit low on health. There's only one more week to go, though, to be fair. Uses the 6 charges. He's still got the Tauren Chieftain from ages ago. He's got 15 food. Ah, Priest. Look at that. Yeah, definitely took the Priest. Not surprised. Boom. Inner Fire. That's increased the damage and armor. It's the underrated buff in comparison to like Unholy Frenzy or Bloodlust. It's actually like surprisingly good. It's one of those ones that always seems like it doesn't really do anything, but it's actually better. It's subtle. He's moving the Griffin in, but it's getting sniped by a Banshee. Getting rid of the annoying meat wagons. Don't think he's had to deal with too many of those siege units, but he gets an idea of how annoying it is to fight those on this map. The curse is pretty nasty on the faceless one. There's no dispel for it. I mean, the priest has dispel, but I don't think he's going to use the dispel. I think he just used the regen. So he has. Okay, that'll be interesting to see if it gets cut out or whether I was wrong. Oh, the endurance. No, it doesn't get cut off, so you can actually use it right at the end. Maybe he fixed that. I think it's the cannibalize. If you're casting like an ability or something. So if you're cannibalizing just before you pick the options right at the end, it will interrupt the cannibalize. But otherwise, something like this will still work. Rifleman ensnared to death. Oh, nice try with the invisibility. But no deal. He's got a knight, so he's going for some. He's only got a few days left to go, so he's just pumping up the food supply. Animate Dead is going to be good for this level. Got Satyr with the mana burn, but it's going down fast, so will it actually get to use it? No. The Shadow Dancer's picked on something it can't really defeat. The Parasite. What a fun thing to fight against. You haven't even had to fight versus many Parasites, actually. You should see my runs. And how often I go against the Naga Siren spamming Parasite, which does like 300 damage over time or so stupid. And you can't dispel it. The Griffin looks a little bit unwell. The Parasite actually ran out. Oh, that's a Taunting Shard. I see. It's pretty good. Kind of. It's only got 330 health though. You want that on the levels. You want that on the levels where it spawns a lot of mobs, I suppose. That I could feel that. That rock golem got its face clubbed in. Comes a little baby one. Takes the mana. Quite a lot of mobs moving in. Tusker might actually go down. He's had a long life. Oh, they're sniping down the pillar quickly. But the sword got their attention. He doesn't have that much in the way of anti-air, actually. Well, actually, I suppose this guy can hit hard. So he's not too bad. This is his anti-air. 48 to 81 chaos damage. This flying machine just casually chilling. So he's only got one more monster in his way, basically. I'm glad it gave him Mortar Team though. I've wondered if he would go with that. So he's going to show off with style. Day 7 is Enraged. Oh, it is an Ancient Hydra though. I really hope he loses. Ancient Hydra is pretty insane. Come on, Ancient Hydra. You can do it. I believe in you. He really needs to use the Animate Dead, which he might fall back to if he has to. Unless it's not on cooldown. Silence. This Hydra can't make his mind up about what it is he wants to actually kill. Oh my god, the cooldown on Devour. Oh my god! The Hydra shows him who's boss. This belongs to the Hydra now. GG. You got cocky. And you paid the price. The Ancient Hydra, who we were all getting excited about earlier, showed up to show him who was boss. There's the GG. I think he's left the game. Completely necessary damage boost. One needed. Yes, you tried to show off, and the Ancient Hydra of all of the characters came in to show you who was boss. You don't mess with the Ancient Hydra. Good game. You were one day away from being unbanned, Stylo. Well, if you enjoyed this, make sure to thumbs up, subscribe, stay tuned for more. I'll see you guys later. Take care.